Recently, a federal judge orders prosecutors to destroy copies of Diddy's jail cell notes.
The music mogul, who is locked up in New York's Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC, says prosecutors crossed the line and took his private notes.
Sean Combs has not only broken the jail rules, but he has possibly engaged in obstruction in this case.
The judge ordering the prosecution to turn over its findings from a jail cell raid, Diddy's jail cell.
According to the defense, their legal documents, just some handwritten notes and a calendar.
Diddy's lawyers say the feds raided his jail cell and seized a bunch of privileged materials.
So finally, it looks like a bit of a win for Diddy. Let's go through some of the latest Sean Combs news right now, published recently by Forbes.
The Diddy case, there was an emergency hearing called this afternoon at the courthouse.
So a federal judge, once again, they ordered prosecutors Tuesday to destroy copies of notes taken by Sean Diddy Combs in his actual jail cell.
Judge Subramanian is ordered the prosecution to destroy their copies.
So there was an uncalled for and what was deemed to be unjust raid of his Brooklyn jail cell. So the judge considered the arguments from the rapper's attorneys, who claimed that the seizure of the notes violated the attorney-client privileges. So there is a long list of offenses that he is charged with. And of course, if he's taking notes in the jail, speaking to his attorneys, like, why would they raid his particular notes and say, gotcha, that seems a little bit odd, right? I wonder what was on those notes, but doesn't even matter because they are inadmissible. So here's the timeline. On November 19th, a U.S. District Judge, Arun Subramanian, told prosecutors to get rid of their copies of handwritten notes taken by Combs in jail, making the decision as he considers legal arguments from Combs' lawyers that the notes were subject to attorney-client privilege, and that counter-arguments from prosecutors who accused Combs of writing about witness tampering plot. Okay, that was on November 19th, so we're going backwards now. November 15th. In a filing opposing Combs' request to be released on bail, prosecutors claim that Combs has attempted to corruptly influence witness testimony by asking his family members to reach out to victims and potential witnesses to create narratives to affect their opinion, while also asking his children to post a video on social media in celebration of his birthday, ensuring that the video had the desired effect on potential jury members in this case. Now, I went to Diddy's account as well as one of his sons, and on his 55th birthday, his youngest daughter was there. All the children were there, 3 girls, the boys, and they are speaking on a cell phone to their dad, getting greetings from him from jail. And you hear Diddy saying, "Love y'all." It seemed like a fun, you wouldn't think that their dad was incarcerated and in a, maximum security penitentiary without bail. It sounded like he was more like on vacation if you saw the picture of that, right? So if that were true, and, he did say, "Hey guys, do this for dad because it might make me look good." Those were notes that were private in his cell. And of course, if he tells his children to make a post or whatever the case is, that's personal information. I don't think it has anything to do per se with the, accusations against him. But who knows? Who knows if any of this has any truth to it to begin with? November 12th, the downfall of Diddy. Inside the Freak-Offs, Ray J claims that high-profile celebrities are reaching out to victims and offering them money in exchange for avoiding any public exposure. And aspiring singer-songwriter Tania Wallace described her experience at a 2018 party where she saw minors dressed up like Harajuku Barbies, I hope I'm saying this right, red lipstick, looking like real sexy. Now, here's the thing. There are, what she said, she saw minors. Now, did she get ID? I'm not saying it's right or wrong, right? But I can tell you right now, there are plenty of adult people that I know that do not look their age, okay? And we're talking Hollywood. So maybe it was incorrect to say that they were minors. Maybe there were. There are a lot of young people that are 21 and up that look like they're still in high school. I mean, a lot of actors who are adults play minor roles. So who knows what the case is, but that's what she claimed. November 8th, Combs' attorney again requested the mogul be released on bail with a $50 million bond and a laundry list of new conditions. So he just wants out, right? So including home detention in Miami or New York City, security lockdown, no internet access, which is scheduled to be heard at a hearing on November 22nd. So he just wants out. He's been in there a long time, so he wants to home jail himself, but it doesn't sound like that got passed either. November 4th, in a video posted by his son, Combs spoke to his children on the phone on his 55th birthday and said, "I can't wait to see y'all. I just want to say that I'm proud of y'all, especially the girls. I mean, all y'all just for being strong." You know, we don't know the ins and outs of the family dynamic. He does have young children. I'm sure they're sheltering this from his youngest. The oldest kids know what's up. He is a dad, regardless of all the accusations. He's a father, a provider. I'm reading some of the comments. There is, frankly, lots of support for Diddy, as well as you should rot in jail. And, you know, people that have very, very strong opinions about him don't care at all that he's a dad. So November 3rd, Combs' lawyer sent a letter to Subramanian asking he place all potential witnesses under a gag order until a federal trial scheduled for May, claiming a deluge of improper pre-trial publicity that is undermining Mr. Combs' right to a fair trial. The request comes after a friend of Combs' late girlfriend, Kim Porter, spoke out outside of a courthouse in Manhattan, saying he'd testified before a grand jury and has footage of Combs, you know, doing things that is not allowed. Okay, I'll just say that. And again, there's all these accusations and again, it's accusations because he hasn't been proven guilty, although there could be lots and lots of accusations and people claiming to have lots of evidence. And that's what's going on, is people are claiming that they have a lot of evidence. That being said, P. Diddy got a break. It looks like a minor break. If there was corroborating evidence or stuff on his notes between him and his attorney, or just his own, you know, plot or journaling or whatever the case is that they acquired during that jail raid, he basically ruled in favor of Diddy, saying it's inadmissible, shred it, don't do anything. But, you know, who knows if 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and maybe even 6 months from now, you know, what are those notes worth? I wonder if we're going to see what's actually on them, or it's going to turn into some, you know, biography or diary. Anyway, that's it for today at Daily Break TV. We appreciate your support and your comments. We'd love to hear what you think about this ongoing situation.